approcher, la lumière est mon sauveur. Je ne crains rien. Il est mon rempart et mon ferme soutien. De qui pourrais-je avoir peur?
Shalom. Today is our Bible nugget number 235, and it comes from Job chapter 23 from verse 8 to 12. It is written, "If I go east, he is not there. If west, I can't find him. He walks to the north, but I can't see him. He turns south, but I can't catch a glimpse of him. But he knows the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth like gold. My foot has held fast to his steps. His way have I kept and not turned aside. I haven't gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have treasure of the words of his mouth more than my necessary food." Job here, when you face a challenge, a difficult situation, and then one day it's like suddenly you realize this is the mess I'm finding myself. This is actually what I'm going through. It's like you just realize it. And according to some Bible commentators, through this passage, it looks as if Job was having a better picture, a clear understanding of what was going wrong in his life, what has happened to him, and the reason of his sufferings. It says in the passage that if he goes north, east, south, west, it will not be possible for him to find God, that judge. In fact, the idea is that God is not like a human judge that Job can find in a specific place. No, God is not like that. That's why Job is saying that if he goes east, he will not find him there. In the time of Job, just like in our days, judges had their chambers, their office, a specific place with an address where you can find them, you can visit them and lay your complaints. But Job is making it clear that that's not the case with God. He cannot find him in a specific place. But in verse 10, he says, "But he knows the way that I take." So even if Job cannot localize God, Job believes that God can localize him. God knows exactly where he, Job, lives. He even knows the ways he has taken all this while. As he continues, Job wants it to be clear that he has decided, he is determined to keep his confidence, to keep his trust in God always. This tells us that the sick people who, before the experience of sickness, were already serious with God and in good term with God and having a life of obedience, it is easier for them to use their spiritual resources in order to cope with the situation. I've come across cases of sick people where I have to realize that if they have been serious with God, it would be easier for them to pray and to trust God. Because at times we have to see that they have not been used to trust God, and so it becomes difficult when they face challenges. And that's the reason why the promise here is taken from Psalms 119 verse 11 that says, "Thy word have I kept hide in my heart that I might not sin against thee. Dear friend, we are really encouraged to trust God when things are going on well, so that even when things will be bad, at least we'll be used to that trust, to that confidence. We need to be serious in our relationship with God so that we will use the spiritual resources to face adversity. You are encouraged. Let's close with this word of prayer.
What a wonderful God are you, Lord. I testify that thy word is a source of strength and comfort in any situation. I pray that this remains continually my experience. I also pray for every person who shares this prayer so that if they desire, you do wonders in their lives. If they submit everything in your hands, keep us in your grace. For we ask all in the name of Jesus.
Âme espère en l'Éternel, mon âme espère en l'Éternel, qu'un chant s'élève au Dieu du ciel, qu'un chant s'élève au Dieu du ciel, mon âme espère en l'Éternel.